So we're talking about traffic and all the other hassles that might come with a big event like this. How about the weather? Because we were just discussing this before. If it rains, they still play, but if it's a real downpour or lightning,
or the pitch gets saturated,
if it gets too hot, it may put you busy.
Oh, there's no question. Those are going to be some critical forecasts moving forward, and we're in thunderstorm season here. What we're experiencing right now is not what we'll be experiencing during the events.
And then imagine if you sprinkle in a little wet weather into the traffic nightmare that is going to be already happening.
Oh my goodness.
It's going to be a fun July.
We're all getting anxious.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, today,
gorgeous.
This is classic June in New York. It's just perfect. June being June. So outside we go this afternoon where that's such a pretty shot because we had a high deck of clouds coming in. The sun angle's so high this time of year, it's still very bright through the cirrus. And then you have the fair weather lower clouds mixing in, the blue sky on the left, and it's really like a painting. Look at this picture courtesy of Empire, and Empire is just making for a beautiful shot there. We're at 75. A northeast wind at 7 is gusting to 17. It's that dew point. It's amazing. To see a 3 handle on there, I mean, we might be close tomorrow, at least in the low 40s, but you don't really see that once we get into midsummer. So this might be one of the dry air masses we have until fall. So lower to mid 80s over the next couple of days, and then we get into the 90s Friday and Saturday. But I will say the humidity is no worse than moderate on Friday. It is higher on Saturday, but breeze in the afternoon could keep the humidity at just moderate levels. So it's hot, but it's not oppressive like when you think about midsummer or July or dog days of August type weather. Then we're going to back things off on Sunday because there's a chance of a shower or thunderstorm, and we're in the 70s for a couple of days early next week. Speaking of 70s, pair of 7s in Franklin and Hanover and Teaneck. It's 80 in Ozone Park. The North Shore in the darker reds here and oranges, warmer than the South Shore because we have a sea breeze coming off of the 60-degree water. The next 2 days, it's warmth without the humidity. Then beach days, we've got 90s Friday and Saturday. It's a little steamier on Saturday. And then in terms of thunderstorms, the difference from yesterday is the front's moving a touch slower over the weekend. That would allow us to get the majority of the daylight hours on Saturday dry. Maybe there's some storms in the evening hours, but unfortunately with the front nearby, there could be a shower or storm anytime on Sunday. There would be breaks in between. So there's the patch of high clouds, and you can see the low cumulus clouds here. So mix of sun and clouds right now, and we'll be partly cloudy to ultimately clear with high pressure. There's one more swipe from this offshore low that's giving us these clouds right now. But the big picture is, remember we talked about that Greek letter omega, the block? Everything's very amplified and systems are moving very slowly. So all the heat is up going to Hudson Bay. I mean, it is warmer toward Hudson Bay in a place called Big Trout Lake at 88 degrees than it is in New York, this far north. Well, ultimately, it's all going to break through, and that warmth is going to start to come eastward. So for tonight, comfortably cool, not as cool as last night when we broke some records in some of our Hudson Valley areas. We're going to be in the 50s in our suburbs, 40s in the coolest spots north and west, and then your highs tomorrow around 80 degrees, low 80s, low to mid 80s inland, but 70s along the coast, but still a nice day at the beach. Tomorrow night, it's a milder night, 60s, 50s in the suburbs, and then on Thursday, you're in the mid and even upper 80s inland. We can actually go heat wave Thursday, Friday, Saturday in places like Newark, not in the city. But we will go 90s Friday, Saturday, and then I think Sunday is when that front is over us and we back it off into the lower 80s. Here's your forecast. 59 degrees, mainly clear tonight, comfortably cool, 40s well north and west. For tomorrow, it's a high of 82. Another beautiful day, warmth with low humidity. Tomorrow night's absolutely gorgeous, 61, 50s in the suburbs. Here's your 7-day. Call it a dry warmth or heat on Thursday. Friday's hot, but again, not terribly humid. 93 is where we peak on Saturday, probably just an evening thunderstorm. Sunday looks a little unsettled and off and on shower, thunder shower, and then a little cool spot in the 70s early next week before temperatures start climbing again. But the next few days, just exquisite.
Meteorologically, summer heat wave.
That's right. Exactly right. Yes, astronomical or solar.
Exactly.
As we learn.
Right.
Yeah. I am taking notes as we speak here for the next test. Coming up on Eyewitness News first at 4, an incident at a New Jersey restaurant caught on camera. What the pizza shop owner says the person yelled as he tore down a flag.
Plus, new details on Meta's new child safety features for Facebook and Instagram and Messenger.
And could former reality TV star Spencer Pratt become the next mayor of L.A.?
You're never more than 7 minutes away from breaking news. 7 minutes. Live reports in your neighborhood.
7 minutes.
The AccuWeather forecast.
7 minutes.
Your commuter alerts.
7 minutes.
news this morning.